This is Dr. Orson. I will be presenting a simple next step plan that we do with our parents and students. First, we begin with a simple question. I ask my students whether they would pick $11 or $7 if they were given a chance if I offer them two envelopes. Definitely they just say $11. And then I utilize this as an example that I have from Department of Labor. If they have a bachelor's degree, then they will be making about $1,100 per week, and then if they have a high school diploma, they will be making about $668. Let's say $11 and $7. Since this is per weekly, the difference will be about $450 per week, and then when you multiply by 52, the difference will be about $23,000 per year. And I just tell them it will take about 26 years for them to retire. They will have about $500,000 as an investment if they attend a college and get a bachelor's degree. And then I talk about the high school retention. So for 109th graders, about 7 of them graduates, 44 enters college, 30 returns, and then the 21 gets the bachelor's degree. Knowing the fact that we really emphasize the college retention, college graduation, all these facts, and then I show them our school website that we have the next yearly pathway, so which I will be talking about soon. So we take our students in 8th grade to UNM, 9th grade. This is the to-do list for freshmen. So we take them to New Mexico Tech. In 10th grade, to-do list, Navi and Second, PSAT taking, getting ready, college fairs, and then visit to New Mexico State and UT El Paso. 11th grade, we take them to University of Denver, Air Force Academy in the spring semester. And then you can see on detail about the college readiness. And 12th grade, to-do items for the seniors. And then the last page is about our alumni, that we want our students to stay connected, attend alumni relations, and graduate within 4 years to maximize this college pipeline. Then we continue how we can make our students to a college ready. So this is our next step plan that we did this year. And you can see a sample student, you can see the name, and the form explicitly talks about where the student wants to enroll, the major that they are interested in, the credit requirement in the state of New Mexico. And this is a double-sided page. So you can see on the back the testing requirement in reading, ELA, math, science, writing, and social studies. So we had the PARC last year, so you can see the student score, and that student met as an alternative assessment EOC, and then he's taking also, let's say this year, EOC in US history. And then we have the activities, the long-term and short-term goals that the students should accomplish, be a college-ready student. After we talk about the high school graduation, we emphasize the college readiness. So when I have the parent and student next to me, I say we have an expectation from our students to apply 4 or more schools after they visit multiple schools. The reason we want them to apply, and I explain with a chocolate experiment, as you may hear from the initiative apply 4 or more schools from the College Board, it's very important that the students apply 4 or more schools. And then I tell my student, first the parents, which chocolate they like the most. So we have the milk chocolate, the almond chocolate, crunchy caramel, and dark chocolate. Let's say, as an example, the parent likes milk chocolate. And then I ask the child, and then the child says, let's say, the crunchy caramel. Number 1 is the difference of the preference. Their interests are slightly different. Number 2, I tell them, first, them means the parent. How would she or he decide if I just show you the milk chocolate? Do you need to see their face? Yeah, I would take it. So we are talking about the 1 minute of pleasure, but we are talking about 4 years of experience for a child's future, meaning that they need to see and attend these college trips, number 1. Number 2 is the financial aid. The financial aid means is this. How would the parent react if I just say them, this milk chocolate is $5, this is $3, $2, and $1? Would you really pay $5 to get this one, or would you compromise, or would you want your child's preference as the next preference, or would you pay $1? And then the parents say, I would compromise, or I would pay $5 if they really care about the education. And then I ask the student, do you really like your parent? It's a weird question, right? Then I say, the kid says yes. Do you want your mom to pay $5, or do you want to get a $5 gift card. Since the colleges don't have gift cards, they have scholarships. I say, would you want to get the scholarship? So you can see as a brochure from UNM, if they have 23 ACT and then a certain GPA, they get $1,500. But if they just work a little harder, they get 26 ACT and then 3.5 GPA and then $6,000, which is tuition and fees at UNM, which is very important. And then the parent says, that's awesome. For the application to 4 or more schools that they have at least preference. I'm not telling them what to pick, so that's their preference, and they decide which one is the best option depending on their preference, number one. Number two is the financial aid, which is very critical in the long run, which they decide General May, which is around this time. I hope you enjoy my next step plan overview. Should you have any questions, you can email me at ed101@abqse.org. Again, ed101@abqse.org. Thank you.